We're back. That's the intro. We're back. Instead of trying something new, since we scratched the iceberg little last time, I want to dive deeper into Republican Pinterest. And not just specific people, but a culture as a whole of Republican graphic design.
Yes.
Which you know a lot about graphic design. So I'm tying in the person who's here with what we're looking at.
I'm actually the mothership of graphic design. It all comes from me.
Exactly. Yeah. So we're going to look at some of your work today and see what you put together. But first, to ease us into just graphic design as a whole, there is a profile from our last video. If you haven't seen it, we talked about just Republican Pinterest, and it was a hoot and a holler. And there's so much that we didn't get to look at that I want to look at it today. But here's the page I wanted to show you. It is a page called Lazarus. And the bio says, yes, I'm a female. If you're triggered that a female doesn't comply with your liberal views, that's your problem, not mine.
Strong start.
Pretty awesome. So if that wasn't enough of like a immediate slap to the face, if you come in here to this board, the title is Politics, Suck It, Liberals. Which is just so funny. We have a lot of different boards if we want to look at any of these. Feminism, of course.
I think we should do the feminism one.
I want to see.
I think this one would be.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. This is just a.
Ooh, okay.
This is
What a headline.
I picked the deep one.
So I would call this. I mean, this comes from a lot of people, like on the right, but I don't know if you're familiar with the term SWERF.
Yeah.
A sex worker exclusionary radical feminist is people, and it's more common than you think, of people who are like very, very like anti-porn and anti-sex work in general. And there's even people who are on the left who are like vehemently like anti-sex work. Yeah, it's a very weird conflation with sex work and human trafficking, and also like everybody consumes sex work in some form or another. And unironically, a lot of the crimes committed to sex workers are by people who don't really do any sort of like advocacy to like actually help sex workers.
Yeah.
Or like, you know, any sort of like legalization of anything. They completely avoid it altogether because it's a weird shame thing.
Yeah. So like, rather than being like, there are bad parts to this, but we should work to make them better, it's like, there's bad parts to this, so we need to shut it all down and make these people lose their jobs.
Yeah. Like that's the running joke, is that like sex work is the oldest profession in the world. Like no matter what, you can't ban it. So what you can do is fully legalize it and help people get access to protection if they need it. Because everybody's against human trafficking. Like everybody. That's not really like
I don't know if I've ever heard someone advocate for it.
Like, oh yeah. Like but everybody consumes sex work in some form or another. So it's so funny. But
so this is more of like a Republican meme, like bashing on a SWERF, which kind of makes us agree with the person making fun of them, which ends up going so far left that it comes around. Kind of a confusing one for us to start with.
It's definitely it's a thick one to start with.
Okay, I think a lot of these are just like anti-sex work versus.
I'm sensing a theme. Oh wait, this is a woman who posted these. So yeah, they would be a SWERF because they think like being pro sex work is anti-feminist.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've seen these types before. There's really no getting through to them. It's a lot of it is just like internalized misogyny and their own insecurity, and that comes from the patriarchy we live under. Is that we from a very young age are taught to have this very competitive view with like other women, and that we like feel this internalized sense of insecurity because we want the male gaze so bad that we will like hate women who get a male gaze or like get other attention that they wish they had. It's very cyclical,
and that ties right into what we want to talk about today. Hey, that's a good little nugget of us giving people some information before we jump into just fully making fun of this kind of stuff. So this is the first design I'll show you, and maybe you can help me analyze this as a graphic designer yourself. But so I'm seeing there's a bunch of us old men still left that give a damn and are willing to do what is necessary. Veterans. I don't know why they added that to the bottom. Veterans? They just threw it in there, and that's an American classic too.
That is the American classic.
Got 2 American flags. We've got the dog tag. I think we have 13 different fonts going on here with different sizes, and
there's a lot of text effects on the veterans and the old men.
Yeah, you've got the gradient going down. You've got the weird, like, I don't know if there's a name for that. You've got the drop shadow with the white bevel. Yeah, with the white outline. So what do you think about this? Is there anything redeeming about it? Is it telling a message outside of what it's saying specifically?
I mean, they were on like the right idea. Like when you work on like text, you have to decide, and like in a lot of graphic design too, is like how you're going to arrange your points of communication and your different like hierarchies, because people, when they look at stuff, you read things in certain orders. Your eye goes to some things versus other things. So like their hierarchy in the first half isn't bad. It reads fine, like with the of us, even if you didn't even include that. If you just read it as there's a bunch old men, like you still get the same idea. Yeah. But then like there's like wall of text in the bottom. And when you're like working with a bunch of text like in lines, you kind of have to decide, like, am I just going to break this up so it's in more even lines and the text size stays the same, and then you just mess with like your kerning and tracking to kind of get it to visually line up. But sometimes, like even I do it, like I'll just put like lines of text on top of each other and I just like stretch it to fit, because sometimes it can look cool. So that's what they did here, but they really wanted to emphasize what is necessary. But they could have like knocked damn down to the second line and then knocked to do down to the third line. Yeah. And it probably would have evened out a little bit better. I don't understand veterans at the bottom.
That's the big
There's no tie-in to that.
They just sort of
like
say,
if they put like if they put like a colon like at the end of necessary, then like
maybe
if this was just all a lead up to like there's still a bunch of us old men still left to give a damn and are willing to do what is necessary. Veterans.
But it sounds like they're saying veterans is the action. Like this is what's necessary. Like we're willing to do veterans, and that doesn't really make much sense. But
also, not all veterans are old men.
No, you have to be like decrepit and dying. Man. You have to have been you have
to have like those little hats that they always have with like 1,000 pins on it or something. Yeah, I don't think those old men are gonna do anything. Usually they just kind of sit there.
Well, they are willing to do what's necessary, which is what we have.
Yeah, you're right.
We haven't clocked that in yet. I say we just kind of I say we scroll down and just kind of like
there's so much going on.
We kind of window shop here and see what we so this was very much like let me go on this website where you can plug in text and make it happen. I want to find something that's a little more like something like this where it's obviously someone put some thought into this. Okay, so says proud veteran, but don't thank me. Thank my brothers that never came back.
Brothers. Yeah, your communication's a little off there with the brothers that. But it's so funny to me that it's like whenever they make these memes, they never ask why didn't their brothers come back.
They're like, why didn't you thank my brothers that died there? That's what that's what's wrong with this country. We're not thanking them enough.
They didn't have to do that. We don't have to do any of that. Nobody has to die.
Yeah, we didn't have to go there and die, but it's my fault because I didn't go and thank them. So
that's so strange. Okay.
If I'm taking my new graphic design knowledge correctly, they did a decent job in these first 3 lines. Proud veteran, very bold, but don't thank me doesn't it's kind of the lead up. But then we get down here and brothers that is our main focus.
Just put that in the last line.
Yeah,
and just brothers.
Thank you, my brother's that. Yeah.
Yeah, get it.
Freaking awesome. Oh no.
Oh no.
I'm not here for this lib crap. Okay. This is awesome. My fellow Americans, welcome back to the stream. I need to get rid of my camera so people can see this. Wow. I love that.
I mean, that's what they say. Everybody becomes a streamer, you know? So that's what he's doing.
It cannot be inherited,
Ooh.
nor can it be purchased. I have earned it. Blood, sweat, and tears. Forever will I own the title U.S. veteran. Text drop goes here. No. Oh my gosh.
No, they left bottom text in.
Oh, that's incredible.
Good. Text drop goes here.
There we go. Text drop goes here. Can I buy this?
U.S. veteran, bottom text.
Yeah, it's just literally this, like, they're making the memes on their own. I have to point out the beautiful, like, cutoff right here.
Nice.
Where it sort of looks like it's almost purposeful, but it's just like, obviously they couldn't fit it within the border.
I thought there were arms. Like, but I think they're flags. I thought they were like sleeves. Like,
yeah.
Like there was like somebody like going like this and was like grabbing.
I have earned it. They're grabbing the two guns wrapped around by like cloth.
And a bird.
Now this one really does have every single line is a new font.
Yeah.
And this one, I mean, it gets a little tough to read around.
A little lost.
Around here, two guns. You know how they always got those two ARs.
You know the two guns that you have. You know?
Yeah, when you go to the military, you get those two.
When you get the two guns, and you get to keep them.
Yeah.
You know,
because you can't be inherited. It can't be purchased. They've earned it. The guns.
Yeah, they earned the guns. They did not buy them. They definitely did not. They just appeared. But by the military god and was like, "There you go.
You did it.
Here are your two guns.
Text
Please
drop
don't kill your family."
Goes here. Yeah, I believe.
Text drop goes here.
That one has to be my favorite so far.
That one's pretty incredible.
The dumbest thing you can possibly do is piss off a veteran. A veteran will open the gates of hell and escort your ass right on in. They will do it with a smile on their face. Have a nice day. Okay. What do we see in here? You got any?
This is like bowling alley energy. Like the little like when you like score and like the little graphics that come on the screen being the most unhinged graphics from like the early 2000s. That's what the face of the bottom reminds me of.
Definitely.
I like how the top flag is like a little like pirate type of flag.
Yeah, it's it gives off a lot of yo-ho energy.
I like how they had to add possibly. You did not need it. It's redundant.
The dumbest thing you can possibly do.
Is piss off a veteran.
A veteran, no punctuation, just piss off a veteran. A veteran will open the gates of hell.
A veteran.
Because they segment it in like sort of 3 or 4 parts. And my favorite part about this whole thing is the transition from "and escort your ass right on in," where it totally looks like we're ending a sentence. And they will do it with 2 stars around it. A veteran will, because the whole sentence is, "A veteran will open the gates of hell and escort your ass right on in." And they will do it with a smile on their face. But instead, we're seeing the sentence start.
A veteran.
Up here, yeah. The other thing you can possibly do is piss off a veteran is the first sentence. And then the rest of the whole entire thing is all of this as the second sentence. And then you have your little kicker at the end.
I like how they added like all the little like branches of the military logos.
Yeah, they really filled it up in the middle.
And then 2 flags.
You gotta have 2 flags because you have to
2 flags.
Make sure
one's
people
not
know
enough.
You're patriotic. Yeah, no.
Yeah, definitely. I like how like gates of hell and escort your ass is kind of like these like 2 swooping lines of text. And it's like gates of hell and escort your ass.
Escort your ass. Yeah, it just kind of sits on its own. Yeah. Right on in, and they will do it with a smile on their face.
Why would I want like such a threatening piece of like this does not make me want to like them. It makes me very afraid of them.
And is this for a t-shirt? Is this a poster? Is this on a mug?
Is this just like a Facebook meme?
Yeah.
What's your intention? Did you consider your target audience with this? Because sometimes they like to make things like, I don't like to treat viewers like they're stupid. Like my dad says, is he buys t-shirts very rarely. And whenever I talk to him about designing a t-shirt, he's like, if it has a picture of the artist on it, you don't need to put the name. I know who it is. And so it's like, consider your audience.
Yeah.
Like these, whoever you're making this for, they all feel the same way. It's an echo chamber. Yeah. So they already know. They all agree. And then people who don't agree with you are going to go, oh, cringe.
Yeah. Which is,
save it to a Pinterest board so people can make a video about it.
Yeah. Everyone agrees that the dumbest thing you can possibly do to piss off a veteran. Sorry, I messed that up. Everyone knows the dumbest thing you can possibly do is to piss off a veteran of veteran mobiligators, blah, 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 blah.
And we'll do it.
Have a nice day. This one is too good. Hold the beast, an angel, and a madman in me. It's your choice who you meet. Did you meet the beast or the madman? That's for you to decide.
Is this a cry for help?
You're like, I'm holding all these things in me. I hold a beast, an angel, and a madman.
Yeah, that's a lot. This sounds like something you need to take up with a therapist.
Yeah.
Instead of making this graphic kind of like it's balanced a little bit better than the other ones are. I like how it, like, to me, I read it as I hold a beast, nay, an angel, and a madman.
Yeah, no way. I don't hold a beast. I hold an angel and a madman, though, which is sort of like a beast.
Like, what's the difference between a madman and a beast?
Like the angel's so far away from it. It should be like a Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit situation. But it's a beast, an angel, and a madman.
Right. I feel bad for the angel.
Yeah.
That must be really scary.
Too many egos for one space. I don't even know. I just...
Okay. I don't know what that is.
I didn't even read it. I just saw the purple random U.S. Navy salty dogs.
If this was an album cover for something, it would be like hard.
Yeah.
That text in the middle. Solid. I like it.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
If we just crop this thing down, I feel like it could be sort of like a newer aged, like alt rock punk situation.
You slap a explicit thing on there
in the bottom right.
10 billion plays on Spotify.
It cannot be inherited, nor can it ever be purchased. I have earned it with my blood, sweat, and... I've seen this one before.
They really like that line, though.
Yeah. Blood, sweat, and tears is a big one for them. I own it forever with the title Veteran. And then we have... They love the shoes with the gun and the hat. That's like a classic military thing. And then they've got like these like Call of Duty-esque silhouette soldiers in the back. Where that's like the exposure is so far and it's like super high contrast and it's like they're these shadow people. And then you gotta have the
very large eagle. Very large eagle.
It's a massive eagle.
Seems like improper gun storage too.
Doesn't seem safe. Doesn't seem safe. Doesn't seem like it's secure.
Yeah, I feel like, but I don't know. What do I know?
I've never shot a gun. I don't know one. If I did, I don't know if I'd stick it in my shoe.
I feel like there's a better way to store it. I don't know.
Yeah. Obama called me. What is that? What is that word? I don't know. I don't know what that is, and I'm scared.
A cleaner? I have no clue. I've never heard that.
Hillary calls me deplorable. Terrorists call me infidel. Trump calls me U.S. veteran. Is this someone from the afterlife making this meme? Because I'm confused why they choose to put a skull in the helmet.
Yeah, I don't understand their obsession with skulls. They're weirdly into death. And in a very strange way.
The way the red stripe and white like kind of go over the helmet, but then it like stops at this.
Yeah, they did some masking there. They masked out the stripes, and get the contrast on the helmet.
And then they have that like sort of dirty vignette.
The grungy vignette.
Yeah, I love that.
I used those when I was a baby graphic designer. I liked them.
So there's potential. There's potential for this one.
Yeah. It's like, what's that one font? Bleeding Cowboys or something?
Is it like this?
Yes. Yes.
We could almost say that Bleeding Cowboys is to fonts what Nickelback is to rock and roll. I like that.
Yeah. I mean, You could almost say that.
Almost. We could almost say that. So is that, yeah, that seems to be like a big thing where it's like we don't mind like keeping in all the words that first come to mind. We just
a one and done. No revisions.
Ooh, little color theory here, as they call it.
Ooh, a little glow in the dark action here.
Is this like the first glow in the dark meme?
People who are real don't care about being liked. Oh, they care about being respected.
Man, I must not be real, because I do care about whether or not people like me deep down inside.
Yeah.
So I think I might be a ghost. Maybe an idea.
I think we're the glowing skeleton.
Oh, so it's trying to tell us people who are real, and then they kind of give you the idea of someone who's not real. This is someone who cares about being liked. They're a glow-in-the-dark skeleton from hell.
Yeah, because I don't meet many glow-in-the-dark skeletons just in my day-to-day life.
No.
But yeah, I mean, I don't care about being respected.
Yeah.
Nor do I care about being liked.
So that means you must,
I'm like half real.
You're sort of in this like purgatory where they're trying to figure out where to put you.
That's a really good way to describe it. I am in a purgatory. Perpetually, it feels like I'm always in a purgatory.
Yeah. So we've got the screenshot here of the website that I guess sells these shirts, and it's a zoom in on the shirt. You kind of see the end of it here.
And we got our favorite icon of the
boots.
I don't know how the gun is
it's always
standing.
It's always two shoes.
But where is it like in between the boots?
It's like, do they cut? Is it a cutout? And that's one. Maybe this is like a fake pair of boots, or once a soldier dies, they cut the inside and sew it together to be one big boot, but it looks like two boots, so the gun can fit in there.
Okay. Right. Because like, how is it like? Do boots have like a little like gun slot? So like when you take your boots off, and you can like put the barrel of your gun, like
maybe military boots are different and we just haven't worn them before.
Yeah, I mean, is it not obvious? Like, we've both been to war.
Yeah, I never got the gun slot on my shoes. Yeah, this is why we're here. Real American Stag flag to honor those who died for it. There's a nice little, I guess, a line here.
There's a word for it.
Yeah, like a freaking
like an understrike or something.
Yeah,
there's an actual word for. I realize my light is really bright.
There's more to this photo that I didn't uncover. We've got more underneath too.
So they screenshot it and then they uploaded the screenshot to Pinterest.
Yeah, they screenshotted it on their iPhone 5C. I don't know how this just a straight up screenshot has this low resolution. Like, I don't know how it got to this point, but
it has to be a really old phone.
Well, I think we learned a lot today. And I think at some point we need to put our skills to the test. I think in the future if the people want to see it happen, if this video gets 10,000 likes,
Okay.
we will both create a pitch presentation of
the most horrifying designs you've ever seen.
We are going to usher in a new era of high quality right-wing propaganda.
Republican design.
Yeah, and it's going to be big. So thank you for joining me. Thank you for spreading your knowledge.
Thank you for having me. Oh, thank you for having me on. Yeah.
Go check out Kel. They're on YouTube. They're on Instagram. They're on Twitter, Pinterest.
Yeah, follow me on Pinterest for cool design stuff, not vague threats.
Yeah. If you're watching this video, you go to the description. We'll put both of our Pinterests down there. I will go back I think I'm going to go back into my Pinterest era after this, because I need to make a new board called Down in the DM where we can hopefully revisit some new types, some new, worlds of Pinterest. I feel like
definitely
you could do a whole channel that could go on for the rest of time and post a new topic every single day on this freaking Pinterest thing. It's crazy.
There's many weird subgenres of Pinterest that people don't really pay attention to, because Pinterest is like a forgotten platform, but there's so much on it.
And that's what we're here to do. Spread the word so you don't have to find it yourself.
True. Don't mess up your own algorithm to do that. Let us do it.
Yeah, mine is already, I could look at Pinterest all day. Every time I take a peek at it, if you listen to one of these, you're automatically attractive. What kind of underground bands are we going to have here? Oh, we've got, oh, wait.
Oh, no.
What is this?
Oh, no, they did the bit.
They literally did the meme. Oh my gosh, I love, this was less than a year ago. Finally, Cage the Elephant has been appreciated. Cage the Elephant are my fave band. They really don't get enough attention.
Oh my God, I'm old.
Finally, and guys, 2021 was the year of Cage the Elephant. I don't even know if they released a project last year.
I'm so glad Cage is getting the attention. They definitely have not been huge for years.
No. We'll be back soon with some more of this, hopefully. And, thanks for joining me. And
thanks for having me. I love Pinterest. Yes. Number one Pinterest fan. We'll always revisit Pinterest. So
there we go. There you had it. Have it. Okay, let's talk about the tattoo bracket, okay? I'm excited to talk about the tattoo bracket. I haven't seen what our second round match 1 has ended up being. Okay, so it was number 2 against number 3, and the winner of round 2 match 2 is, with a 70-30 frickin' vote, whoop-de-doo, it's number 2. Jesus, guys. Did we not learn anything from the first round? What are we doing? Cut it out. Cut it out. You don't need to do this. Okay, next up for round 2, match 2, it's gonna be number 5 against number 7. The cat and the little guy. He's sort of like a little guy with stuff coming out of his head. Vote in the poll down below. And yeah. Also, I think in the next round I might start holding the polls on Twitter, but also straw polls easier because you don't have to sign in. So I don't know. I think the final poll I might do on Twitter because I think we'll get a lot more votes, but we'll figure that out when we get there. Thanks for watching.